In these problems, we have inequalities with two variables. These are actually linear inequalities because they take the form of the equation for a line. And then we want to graph them on the coordinate plane. The first step with this is to put this into slope-intercept form. So basically we're going to be solving for y, getting y alone on the left, and then the x term and the number term on the right. So to do that, the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 5x. And I'm going to write this as 3y is greater than, and I'm going to put the x term first, negative 5x plus 15. That's better than writing 15 minus 5x because it's closer to this y equals mx plus b form, which is going to give us the slope and the intercept. Now, to finish solving for y, I've just got to divide by 3. And remember, you've got two terms over here. Both of them get divided by 3. So these 3's cancel. We get y is greater than negative 5/3 x plus, well, 15 divided by 3 is 5. Now what we're going to do to graph this is we're going to graph the line y equals negative 5/3 x plus 5. And that has a y-intercept of positive 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the slope is a negative 5/3, so it's going to be going down. And remember, it's rise over run. So it's going to go down 5 and over 3. So let's count down 5. Well, that would be back down to 0, and over 3. So there's another point on my line. So at this point, I can kind of sketch in the line. I'm at a funny angle here, so I don't think I'm going to be doing this very straight. You'll have to bear with me. But I want to pause here. This is a greater than. If it were greater than or equal to, I would make this a solid line. But since this is just a greater than, it's going to be a dashed line. So a dashed line. Okay, almost got it. So that's roughly the line y equals negative 5/3 x plus 5. Now, to finish graphing this inequality, we look at whether it says greater than or less than. This is y is greater than. What that means is everything above this line, y is up and down, greater than is up. So start at any point on the line and go up, and you'll end up in the right region. So all of this space above the line, that is our answer. All right, let's try one more. This one says a negative y is greater than or equal to 6x minus 7. And this might look solved. It might look like it's in y equals mx plus b form, that slope-intercept form, but it's not, because this doesn't say y over here, it says negative y. And we need to fix that by, well, I'm going to divide everything by negative 1. All that really does is change all the signs, and then of course you'll remember when you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality sign. So this is actually going to come out to be y is less than or equal to negative 6x plus 7. Now we can try to graph this. The line I'm going to make here is actually going to be a solid line this time because of that less than or equal to part of it. It's going to have a y-intercept of positive 7, so 2, 4, 6, 7, and then a slope of negative 6. So it's going to go down 6 and over 1. So down 6 over 1. That's a very steep line. So let me just sketch in an approximation of that line. And then it says y is less than. And this line looks almost straight up and down. So sometimes it's hard to determine which side of the line. It looks like it's left or right rather than up or down. But if you're at any point on the line and you start, going down, straight down, you'll end up in the right region. So all of this stuff down here is the region. So this area in here is y is less than or equal to negative 6x plus 7. And that's a little work with graphing inequalities on the coordinate plane.